kind of dark here, y'all. Let's see if we can do something about some light.
Hold on,
y'all. Technical difficulties already. I say it this soon, so.
Yeah, just work with it.
Hang tight. My bad. That shit.
Give me a second, y'all. How you doing? Welcome in. We're having a little technical difficulty trying to see y'all. Look.
The good thing is ain't nobody actually. That's better.
Yeah, that's way better. There we go.
The good thing is ain't nobody actually here. We don't know if anybody gonna show up, but for the time being, let me kick this off while I'm apart and get this stuff together. This is basically something we started videos today. You know, I can't see myself that good. You think that's good?
Yeah. You think it's a little
dark?
Oh, sure.
I don't think the lighting will go up too much more. Pretty like you bring that shit close, man. You know, we gotta do all this shit in real time, y'all. So when you come back and hear this shit, you know, we was having problems. We first live stream ever.
Yep.
Wasn't really expecting to do it tonight, you know, with my man here, he jumped on it. You know, he set it up, so I like, fuck it. I'm over there cooking a pot of stuff.
Yeah, you know what he's doing. He's doing all this in the hotel room, cooking it up over there, chicken, spinach, all that.
Yeah, we are in a hotel room, so just so you know, before people start talking about, oh yeah, where you at? Look like a hotel room. Yeah, exactly. So let's cut that bullshit out right now. Okay. If you watch the video, you know, that we made just today, a couple of them, same kind of topic. So just we split them in two. It explained that we on the road in Alabama, you know, left Pensacola. It got a little too hostile just because of shit that been going on. We don't need it no more. So we came here to start working and settle in for a while, and we can always give a move anywhere we want to, really, doing the way we're doing, as long as we can keep our, you know, making income, getting money and shit like that. So yeah.
And the whole reason why we on the road for now is doing the mission of the Father, the Most High, and the ancestors. We on a mission to help our people realize the lies that's been going on all these years, and hopefully in the process, you know, we can help you open up, you know what I'm saying, your spirituality a little bit to be able to receive the information.
Yeah. You know, and that's a process, and we know it. You know, some of us are already way more enlightened, you know, as opposed to others, but, you know, we all got to start somewhere. And if you really want to learn something and maybe improve your life and be better, you know, just spiritually, first of all, you know, money, jobs, and all that will come, but you pretty much all you got to put in some work. And depending on who you are and what you're trying to do, you're going to have to put in a lot of work. You know, it all depends. But either way, you're going to have to do something.
Always. And it's always a growing thing, always a growing pattern. You know, I'm learning, you know, with my uncle a lot. You know, it takes a lot of, it's different curves in your life, especially if you didn't start off in the right way. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to move, you know, to let go of things and everything. But really, if you really want to, you'll start making those changes and making those growths that you need to along in life. Yeah. And I appreciate him a lot. And, you know what I'm saying? He may never understand, or he may do understand how much I appreciate him and love him. But I appreciate him having that genuine love to be able to have that patience with me and, you know, be able to teach me and everything like that. And then I appreciate the ancestors and the Most High for allowing him to be in my journey. And shout out to my two twins back at home. I love y'all so much. And then I also shout out to my beautiful daughter, Kennedy.
Right. There you go. Very important. You know, he ain't seen her for a long time, and apparently everybody's saying they don't really need to talk. And for now, he just kind of waiting to try to call again because he been doing that. Yeah. And he been having problems. Like, he get to talk to her sometimes, but it's always short. And lately, it's always interrupted. You know, with somebody else, you know, younger and even older, got to somehow be the star of the show also. It's ridiculous, but we can get around that other times, and we will. We have before, and we will again. So,
but yeah, so and speaking on that, so we can get on that, and then we'll get on the actual topic that y'all seen on the thing. But one thing I see for a fact is that in households, period, it's too much of this power struggle thing in households, and especially when you already know where the power is supposed to be going to. He'll be more blunt about it than me, but it's too much of that going on though. The woman wanna sit here and be this way, that way, and then the man, feeling like he gotta just cope to those feelings so he don't say nothing because so-called happy wife, happy life, when it go both ways. When you, as a man, you're supposed to be able to hold down your household, and if you know in your spirit something wrong or something that you feel like you should be able to do in your household, you know what's wrong and what's right. But especially those moments when you know what's wrong and you just let her be like, let her do whatever, let her go about it however, and not check that.
Okay, I got you. I know. I see where you're going with that. So let me narrow it down for you, because he right on point. But let me make it a little easier. So what he talking about basically is a head of household. If you're married, but in marriage used to be good. I came up under a big ass family with everybody being married, and except for death, there was few divorces. Just time and the Grim Reaper, took his course, and whoever went, and that ended that. But we talking about in overall sense, including these modern times, about two people running the house, paying the bills, and all that shit. No, just let's stay on more normal patterns and say man and a woman united. If you ain't married and all that shit, that's fine. But if you in the shit together and you really supposed to be helping each other and all that shit, then it's supposed to go a certain way. That being said, going off of the Niji Indian type of mentality, which is all about us and me, there can only be one chief in a tribe. Maybe if you separate in certain little small little factions, you can have little chiefs and part of other little small sections to do certain shit. But there's usually only one big chief, the guy who overlooks everything, oversees and calls the shots. And ain't just for his own sake. It's for the betterment of his people, his family, his tribe, and protecting the elders who can't physically do as much or almost anything anymore, but they still need to be provided for until they move on to the next place. It's just facts. But so we're talking about YouTube and the internet, and we are here representing the Most High and the ancestors. That's what it's always going to be about. As long as we in here, we ain't got time for none of the other shit. A whole lot of fucking clowning around and analyzing dumbass skits that people taking seriously. And like I understand why we all look at and analyze it the way we do on YouTube. Some of y'all, and it's wonderful to a certain extent. First of all, you got to qualify or not if you think it's a skit, or even if you know it's a skit. Now we got to say, well, it's good to learn from. Yeah, to a certain extent. But see, a lot of people just look at the dumb shit as being one of the ways you can function in life. And that's a big fucking problem.
Yeah, I'm taking all those skits way too serious. I see it all the time. And I had an ex that was so indulgent, and she would watch that all day long. And I would already know, because you already know you can go into the part where you can see what they like, what they reposted, anything like that. And I would see a video that she probably would just liked it or reposted. And later on, when we have a situation that's similar in that, she would kind of go off those skits, and
which is insanity.
And it's like, you can't live in your phone, because even though you sometimes don't realize it or not, those tendencies will rub off on you. Just like listening to any type of music or anything like that. The more you listen to it, the more you engrave it, the more you don't know it, and it's just playing in the background. You'll start to feel that in your spirit more than likely, and then you'll start to play off of it, not even knowing that you're doing it. So, saying all that, get off your phone and do some real living. and you'll be able to cope with those feelings and really be able to understand how to communicate with each other. Because all this in the phone all the time, you don't take time to just look around and communicate with the people around you. That's why family don't know how to be family nowadays. We, like he said, we came all the way down here to Alabama to try to be around our family and everything like that. But it's so lost nowadays because, for one, men are not stepping up in their households and letting it be known when something is wrong. Two, the women trying to have this power struggle that they know they really can't have, but it's always a little fight and play thing to see what they can get or what that may be.
They ain't playing all that much though, in my opinion. Go ahead.
And then the kids, y'all act like y'all can't talk to y'all kids nowadays, or y'all want to throw a tablet in their face or just go play, and don't put no real time into y'all kids. And I tell you what, when I get to my daughter, I'm a criminal of the same thing a little bit. I used to try to, just throw the tablet in her face sometime when I feel tired or whatever. But I promise you, when I get my daughter again, I'm gonna put as much time as I can into and while doing this, trying to spread our love our love and the truth to our people. Because I look, what I'm saying, there ain't nothing like that.
Right. You know what? So we was just gonna do like the slavery talk and start to break down what I truly know and believe since I've been a little kid is a bunch of bullshit.
Thank you, Dane.
But yeah. Thank you, Dane Calloway, for helping me see what I already knew, but you documented so well. So I ain't gonna try to do all that. But when you bring that shit here and you want me to address it, you better be ready for the realest shit. And I'm gonna bring it hard. And if you keep coming, I'm gonna push it all the way down your motherfucking throat until you either digest it and get rid of it, you know what I mean, or just throw that shit up. Like, bah! That explosive type fucking exorcist vomit. I'm dead serious. Enough of the bullshit. Women want to run the house into the fucking ground. I got a family member here, and I said in the video earlier, and I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't even say he or whatever. But he been the one around here who's been trying to do something to help us out here and there. And ain't everybody else kind of on the most part. It's another cousin that's there. And I love him to death and got all respect for him. But he going through some medical shit, but we're going to leave that alone. So, we got people on our side, but then there's other people who on our side as long as we keep a distance. We came in about 4 days ago at 9 at night. It took all day to get here, but we got here. And then the one member of the family who was excited to see us, and then he took us to a few other houses, and I wasn't on her. I was like, we could do it tomorrow. But they all was close enough, and we got in my car, and we went in and did some business. So I'm like, okay, let me go on and get this shit on out of the way and start, because I'm going to explain why am I here to some degree. Yeah, so I'm just coming in town, to get away from Pensacola. Didn't even say about any of the crazy shit, and just said I'm starting over, but I'm good. Didn't ask for nothing. Went to three different places, didn't ask for nothing. No food, not a place to stay. Anything. And then we got a room and started fresh. It started fresh the next morning. Well, okay, so we 4 days in, tomorrow be 5 or so. It dawned on me. I got several houses here. And one of them, I give a break off the rip. And we was over there one of the first days, and he cooked some rice and fucking oxtails. Yeah, oxtails. I don't eat this shit all the time, and he don't eat it all really, but he sat there and watched me eat the shit and take my fucking time and suck out the bone and the fucking cartilage, everything I could fucking get. Because that's one of the best cooked meals for free that I ain't had to do myself in a long time. So I ate it, and he sat there debating if he should do it. Because for some reason, my cousin kept saying that it was pork. But we all know it ain't. But I didn't want to say, no, man, it ain't pork, it's definitely beef. I've ate it and I looked it up and you can look at it. But okay. So I explained that to him even before I started eating it. And he's still hungry as fuck, sitting there looking at me eating, taking my time, enjoying myself. And he just wouldn't eat it because his own mind about his so-called health choices. Now, that being said, since we're going to talk a little bit and just expose a few things, He tried so hard to be healthy all the time, even in this case here. And I know how to do it enough to where we don't have to worry about it. And we still ain't worked out in at least over a month now. And for some reason, we both lost weight. And the muscle tone, he just smoothed out, but he'll be good once he get back in. Now me, like I said, over a month, I ain't touched no weight. Ain't even really did anything. And let me get close to make sure. That right there, like I'm 191 pounds, and that's vascularity even down to my abs. And it ain't really stopping, but I'm ready to get back so I can harden up a little bit and be tough. Now that's from that spirit touch that gave me the ability and the want and the desire to sit in front of this camera and do what we doing now. And as you can see, I can go on for quite a while. I try to not be too long-winded, but I got a lot of shit to say. I've been talking to myself and keeping it in, watching YouTube and shit like that, just commenting, wishing I could get it in on the conversation and bust all that dumb shit down. And do it in a way where you can try. And I'll come back and respin it another way. And at the end, you're going to realize you've been whooped. Yeah, like I took off my belt and beat your ass around the house for a minute while you're running. And I'm talking about, come on back. I know it hurt, but you need to walk on back and take this ass with me. It don't make no sense, but we all kind of been through it. You know, that thing. Sometimes it was just what you needed and didn't go on too long. And truth be told, it didn't hurt too bad. But then other times, they lay into you. And I ain't talking about me. I'm just talking about, you know, some of us have been beat sometimes into fucking to where crossing the line of probably we should say abuse. I mean, it gets you locked up real quick these days if the child just called and say you did half the shit. Don't let them have fell down early and scrape themselves, and all of a sudden they say, yeah, this just happened. They're gonna take your ass around the door, and then all the bullshit starts. And that's a reason. It's that system that we all living in, you know, under that so-called matrix that we think we have no control of and we can't fix it. All we can do is talk about it and threaten each other and call each other ninjas. That's one thing. But most of the time when you get real mad, nigga, bitch nigga, punk nigga, fuck nigga. If it ain't the guy saying it, it's a woman. And that's when it really grinds my motherfucking gears. Because see, I've had a chick and what she knew was a pretty safe place because it was public and we both had this job there. You know, and we know who ran everything. And on top of that, there was a certain complexion, and almost everybody who had any kind of say in this whole place was women. It was a hotel, and I was doing maintenance on a beach in Alabama, Orange Beach exactly. I ain't gonna give you the credit to say your fucking name, especially y'all. Fuck that shit. You know, you talking about a plantation, especially the fucking housekeepers, when they just clean houses and buck dance behind the scenes and do whatever. Trust me. And then when a motherfucker, as myself, don't want to be all deep into that shit, you know, I get to be as always, kind of lone wolf, do what I gotta do and help everybody, especially weaker fucking female. The trash gets so heavy, you know, we all can put it in a fucking roll and take it out, dump it in the dumpster. I can't tell you how many times one of the biggest, supposed to be toughest chicks in that hotel, you know, called me to go walk with her to take all the heavy shit out and put it in there for her. Yeah, she needed my muscle, but she was also looking for something else. And she could have got it too, but before we ever got to that point, she was always talking about paying some kind of bill and shit like that. And I'm like, I want to say, bitch, yeah, I'm gonna be wrong. Bitch, we both work at a hotel and we know, and I know how much you make, and I make a little more, and we both still ain't really making it. And you think I got money, and I got all my own bills, and you think I got money to pay yours? I would play that game for most time I was there, and then I was gone. Crazy, man. But I tripped her, and I never paid her bill. Never did shit with her either. But that was fine. She didn't get what the fuck she would have wanted to get, and she would have got a little more of that other thing thoroughly. She was a thick old cuss. I'll ride her ass into the sunset and then come back, and then I'll put her away for a while. Yeah, that's who I am. Marcus Dwayne Griffin. I don't give a fuck. But I got all the good heart in the world. But yeah, so we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna let my face man say what's on his mind. I'll play all that. It could be down to anything, just kind of stay within the wheelhouse.
But yeah. Yeah, man. kind of hard to go off there, but
you got it?
Yeah, I'm good.
And real quick, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. Hit that motherfucking like button, but see, I ain't gonna pause no music and wait till you come back. All y'all that do that, man, like it must be nice. The fucking nerd. People do got shit to do. Go ahead.
But yeah, the main thing, man, I really wanna express, in order for us to get anywhere, to grow as people, you got to grow within yourself, and that is going to steadily be an ongoing life thing. But you have to be able to open up that part of yourself to understand what's important and what's not important. You got to be able to be real with yourself about what you're doing. And then, you know what I'm saying, just as my uncle tried to do for me, and we try to play off each other and learn from each other. You got to be able to, hear the things that you may be doing or the behaviors you may be doing. And then, try to, sit on it, figure it out, and go and figure out why these things are going on. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. Trust me. Learning and developing ain't going to never be easy unless you let it.
Yeah, and it take practice, and you got to be consistent, and you just want to fucking learn for real. Some shit that you can retain. Use it, maybe use the info at times you wouldn't expect it. I've been real good at that, and I've done well, And he would be great at it too, except for the fact that they don't teach worth the fuck. All y'all, I know public school is free and cheaper and easier, and you do what you got to do. I'm not saying don't do that. It ain't no way everybody gonna take all their kids out of public school no matter what, at least not the way it is now. And if you don't do it right, they'll put your ass in jail or at least threaten that shit. And don't nobody want that. Trust me. So no. But y'all kids got dumb as fuck, and the parents ain't too far behind them. It's just different levels of stupidity. The only thing that a lot of these children got, they know how to do computers and get on the internet. But shit, most of them ain't gonna do shit with that, for real.
Right. And that's the thing too, man. They didn't done a lot of that stuff down from even when I was in school. I'm a 2018 graduate from high school, and I tell you what, half the time, I'll be honest, I was to the point where I was so smart that I felt like I was, that I didn't even really go over the criteria or read the criteria for real. I would just remember keywords and be like, well, I know that's gonna be on A, B, C, or D.
Holy shit, that's terrible.
And I would like, and then the stuff is on Quizlet nowadays. Y'all know what it is. Y'all go on, look online, be like, what's the answer to this? And there the answer could be in full description on how it need to be. And that, I'm gonna say this too. Don't feel smart and don't feel like, well, shit, that's good. No, it's not. Because they are breaking y'all way of thinking. They breaking y'all minds into thinking things are so simple in this little bubble. When everything ain't just that simple. You can be creative, and just like they got, it's only A, B, C, or D. It's not just A, B, and C, or D. There are probably multiple and infinity of ways to handle some problems, but we just minimize our minds so consequently, we don't be able to go outside the box, thinking outside the box for real, except for what's on the paper or what's on the manual. That's all we can do is be like, okay, well, the manual say that.
I don't know about that. A lot of y'all they can't fucking read enough to read a fucking manual. Hell, even me, I put together shit all the time, and I'm good with my hands because I'm a mover. I was a mover. I own the business and everything, and worked for us and led other companies and sorry ass dudes are fucking moving greatness. But even when it comes to taking out shit in furniture, whatever, and a bunch of pieces in the box, and then all them damn screws and nuts and all, I'm like, man, fuck. So I get to him. And he'll read over it real quick, and all of a sudden he start doing shit, and I just follow suit. Ain't like I can't do it, but it saved me time in the house. And once it get going, I see it then. Then before you know it, bam, it's done. That's how you work together. But sometimes you gotta do some extra. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had plenty of customers at the end of a long job when we done everything that's required and then some, and then they want to pull out this long ass box with some big ass piece with 1,000 pieces, and they ask me, do you mind doing it? And normally I say, oh, fuck no. Straight up. I don't say it like that, like, no, we're not gonna do it. First of all, maybe you would have told me earlier, one of my guys could have got started on it, and by now, when we ready to go, basically, and give me my fucking money, and I'm just charging on the hour. No, I ain't willing to do another hour for a few more bucks, you know, and to deal with this shit. While I'm looking stupid in the meantime, trying to figure shit out, you know, I got my limits. And so most of the time, unless they offer a good chunk of change extra on top of everything else, I won't do it. But I have done it. See, I'm personal. Fair is fair, but you ain't gonna throw a whole lot of shit on me that I don't think I need and deserve when I got the money I came to get. Anything else be a bonus if I want it. Sometimes, yeah, it ain't worth it. You know, because I was a moving company owner. I was at the top. You know, and I'm gonna be honest. We talk about slavery here for a little bit too. Quite often, especially as the years went by, I was a slave to my own business. You know, I was making money and working and all that shit, but that's all I was doing on the most part. You know, and then over time it gets tiring, and then the business slowed down. I'm still having to navigate everything and make my money. And then somewhere along the way, this fella came into the picture, and even before we ever got to this point, way before, he needed extra help, and he don't ask if you really need it. Sometimes it's just $10, $20, $30 for gas. I give it to him pretty much every time, or as close as I could. A lot of time I gave him more, just because I know he needed it anyway, and just being nice about it. That's family. That's how you treat people when they really need. I done heard too many people, and I sure ain't saying no names about this and no area code, them suggested that, you know, I guess send him to Texas and do what? He started in Texas. He got all family there in his daughter, and he ended up down here.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I'm pretty sure that we can save this audio and this video, and we're gonna upload it again. If any of y'all ever see this video, and if any of y'all ever told my uncle or anybody else to tell me that I should just go back to Texas, I say this loud and clear: fuck you and mind your business, because you're not helping nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You're not on this road. You know what I'm saying? You're not on this on live trying to push the message from the Most High and make sure that we doing what we doing. So please, if you don't have nothing good to say or no type of real helpful type of handouts or anything, be quiet and move along. I could say something much worse, but that what he for. I stay within my little peaceful spirit for the most part. If I have to come outside of it, I will.
Yeah, well, you good, because in this case, about this, since we've been covering for a while on our own everything, yeah, I'm peaceful too right now about it. Ain't no stress about it. I keep trying to reassure him, you away from your daughter, but we can also get up anytime we want and start heading that way. I just keep trying to make him understand, he know it too. With the resistance we getting, like now they don't even call, try to let, they don't even let her call. I'm sure she probably asking. Mm-hmm. And so he just kind of gave up. Like I suggested, like wait a while, let him see how long they're gonna do it, right? But we ain't gonna play this forever. Mm-hmm. And then because before long, he gonna try to make calls. And in case y'all, I know you ain't watch now, ain't very few are, maybe one and us, and that's fine. I wasn't sure anybody was gonna show up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a test, man.
Yeah, we just testing. We just testing. No, it's good. We see what we doing. Yeah. So you know, it'll build up. It got to. We ain't gonna worry about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he the king of word without trying to worry, but I can feel his word and see it. Just depending. But that's fine. So he gonna start calling on a regular basis, and we're gonna document all that shit. And these videos, when it come time for me to make a big move legally, guess what? Guess where all my evidence gonna be? Because by that time, she gonna be that little girl gonna be mentioned, talked about 1,000 and more times. Trust me.
No, and then if because I know y'all be lurking and be watching still.
Oh, you seen some of them that I scared the shit out of you.
So I want, if you have the decency to watch this by yourself, turn the camera to my daughter so she can hear this. I love you, boo boo, and Daddy will be there soon. I promise you, Daddy working. And you do whatever else you're gonna do now.
And if you're gonna show her that's all she needs to see, because this can get vulgar if we stay on long enough. Because see, the more I talk about certain facts and things and these certain issues come up, whatever it is, I always tend to get a little pissed, because I always got pictures thinking about it to myself when it was something that was pissable. And a lot of that shit is. And yeah, you can call me a grumpy old man, all that shit. I had an ex-girlfriend for many years. Matter of fact, she was a fiance. Gave her a ring, and one day because she wasn't ready, she went to work and she left the bitch on the table and didn't really say nothing about it. And we ended it soon after that. And I ain't done nothing but better. I'm sure she ain't doing all that great, but I really don't give a fuck. And if she see me, Amanda B, you know your name, you know who you are. If you happen to see this, if you still with that weak ass dude, and I ain't gonna say his name, well, good luck to you. And even if you ain't, I know you went from one weak ass dude to another. So baby, you stuck. And I'm on the internet all over the place. I mean, people ain't seeing shit, but it's out there. Who gives a damn? They'll find it. Cause since you think you know something, believe in something, you try to find answers too. We doing this not just for YouTube, not for click shares and likes and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we need money. I think we're supposed to have a cash app on this bitch somewhere, and I see my man forgot it. But for now, we ain't gonna worry about it. Well, I ain't showing on the screen. I mean, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess that's good enough. I'm still learning. I know you can be flashing on the screen and scrolling by and all that shit, but I ain't gonna beat you down with it. And ain't too many people here anyway, so that's fine. It's just a start.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't even planning on doing it. We kind of had a little thing earlier where once again I had to give a too long speech and he wanted to buck up and mostly tell me I was wrong, and I was ready to say, hey, whatever. If I can't get it with my words, then maybe we should square up man to man. And whoever wins, then that's who take fucking control, or be in charge over most things. Not everything, but just more. No, we ain't got to do that. We 50-50 partners. We make decisions together. It's just like that. So we ain't worried about that.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this too. The thing about, for one, for our people, is we got to stop being selfish. We got to stop being selfish and wanting, and, really that in itself, because that can cover a lot of things. For one, family, as in an elder and a younger person like my uncle and me. It's love.
I mean, I'm sorry, elder, but I could be older. But yeah, I definitely handle my shit. Go ahead.
But so what I'm saying is with that, he's not selfish to the point that he takes the time to try to teach me, his nephew, and try to pour his time into me in the correct way. And he don't hold nothing back. Whatever he know that's helping him in life, he try to give that to me. And a lot of times I see with our people, when one person on one thing, they holding out either full information or all information when it comes to either making money or anything to help prosper each other. But then you ready to go tell them, hey, you need to be better. You need to do this. You need to do, but then you're not helping that person be any better by doing that.
Okay, well, I gotta qualify that though. Depending on who we talking about, a lot of people who get advice, that's the best advice they can give. And you look a little deeper at them, they probably achieve as much as they're gonna achieve. Now, how you look at the success rate depends on how you feel about a lot of things. But you ain't gonna dog them out just because they drove a bus or a garbage truck or any of that bullshit. That's the kind of shit that keep people going the way they need to go to help serve a lot of y'all ungrateful motherfuckers, men and women, and shit like that. And the fast food that you love to stuff your face with until they junk up your arteries and fuck you all up in one way or another. These people do take, people serve this shit. They got to get up early or whatever, stay late, put up with all kind of shit for a fucking junk ass burger and some fucked up fries. God forbid, for some people, it ain't cold. They ready to jump over the damn counter through the drive-thru. Let's not even talk about that damn whatever the fuck Popeye's chicken was. My God. How the fuck, and the fact that a lot of us CopperColored people still line up and spend our money to eat that shit, I won't touch it. He thought about it yesterday, and I said, he said, it look, we're trying to figure out just what to eat. And, I like some fried chicken sometimes, maybe even some watermelon. Take that how you want to. Okay? But I explained to him, I said, wait a minute, do you remember that chicken sandwich and all this shit that was going on? And Popeye didn't say a fucking thing and kept selling it and advertising it too. And motherfuckers crashing cars and getting stabbed and getting shot. Now I've seen these new clips and all this shit, and I'm sure it's probably almost mostly true. Some of this shit may have been may have been embellished, but ain't no fucking way. We all seen some of this shit, you know, and then they still sell that shit and the chicken too.
And that's the crazy part though, and that's the point of how lost our people is, because y'all sat there, got in that line almost and waited so long, and then to the point that y'all started killing each other over a fried chicken sandwich. The what's the word I'm looking for? The image that they try to put on us copper-colored people. But y'all black who did that crap at Popeyes. Y'all proved them right. Y'all went crazy over a piece of fried chicken between two buns with some sauce on it. And y'all killed each other over that.
And other shit, yeah, but yeah.
But you
killing probably worse, like I guess.
But y'all went that crazy, fighting, going in these lines, busting up Popeyes because of a fried piece of chicken between two buns.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm just saying, I'm expressing that.
He wants you to understand that he mad about that piece of chicken between the two buns. Now go ahead.
I just want to express that so y'all can kind of get a glimpse of what I mean. Like, people don't understand what value of life is, the value of loving each other is no more. Y'all really put that value of a life compared to a sandwich. A soul, a spirit, a living person that got kids, that got family, got everything else. And this goes with everything, with the nigga shit that be on the streets, this my property that you can't sell over here, or this my girl, you can't have her, this and all that, and y'all killing each other over these dumb things. Because for one, with all of that, it's not yours. If your girl went and messed with somebody, she not for you. If the property that y'all feel like y'all killing each other over there is for the government, well, it's for us. My bad. You know, I don't want to say it. It's for us, of course. But y'all fighting each other for the wrong fucking reason. Get the other people off the land so we can have our land together. And then y'all probably have enough space for whatever y'all stupid stuff y'all want to do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he right about all that, and all that is gonna take time. And I kind of forgot where I wanted to go off on something he was saying, because he got deep into it. And he browbeating all y'all who ain't fucking watching right now. I want to know that, but hey, that's what we doing, and that's what it's gonna be when people do start to finally show up and want to ask questions or even go against shit, you know. But you know, what's one of the middle points you said? Then I can catch up.
Middle points.
I know. See, you said a lot.
Yeah,
you stuck on the chicken sandwich and then the bread. Then somewhere you went to.
Okay, so I was saying, basically, I said with all these things that we're fighting for, whether it being a woman cheating on you, or the guy be like, oh, that was my woman, or the property.
Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. I got it. Never mind. I love his innocence to a certain extent, because he only 23 and he did grow up a little sheltered, and it wasn't his fault. But he had a chance when he started talking about problems that he almost think it started in recent times. So when we mention the first recent thing about taking something that ain't yours, what all was it? What was the first thing that you made?
It was the property.
No, about like so you having something, somebody just want to take it who look like you.
Oh,
I know it was, but like the shit he talking about, we've been had these issues way back in the day, just throughout the generation of years. For instance, you know, there was a time when you had at least feel like, especially in certain places, certain states, cities, boroughs, where the fuck you live, you had to be careful about if you got a motherfucking so-called new shoes dirty. You might have to fight or get shot or killed, or both of y'all, some shit.
Nigga shit.
Yeah, and then it was also starter jackets and other shit. So you know, it's always, it's this nigga shit, but you know, let's not beat him down on the head with that. When we talk about it, it's gonna be assumed that it's nigga shit, and the only ones who ain't gonna think it's nigga shit is the ones who actually the niggas we talking about. And we ain't really trying to change y'all, because y'all the most stubborn, hard-headed, people around. And then you want everybody to be on your shit too, or be on the same thing. And some of us just ain't gonna deal with it. So yeah. My man gonna get excited and he gonna beat you down. He gonna tell you about the chicken sandwich and the chicken meat and the bread at least 10 times before I say, you made your point. It'd be nice if we had like 100 or so people watching though. But like I said, this just it's coming, but this is a test run. I wasn't even planning to do it. All of a sudden he said, fuck it, let's do it. And I say, all right, give me a second, here we are. And we probably don't stay on too long because we ain't gonna hold people that ain't here anyway. And when you come back later, you can watch if you want to. You should get something out because I got a whole lot to say. And if you listen close enough, I ain't wrong. Especially if you want to been changing and you one of these people, especially in YouTube land, who always talking about we can't do nothing about it. As a matter of fact, before we get too far along, before we end up, I probably said it in my video earlier, in our videos earlier today, but right now, when we first got here, we met different family members, different houses. Everybody's houses is pretty neat and in order and all that. They got yards, fences, privacy to a certain extent. It's nice, And yet nobody got room for us even for a night or two in between this shit. And I planned on all that. That's why I never asked anybody for shit when I visited, because somebody was excited to introduce him, knowing he was my youngest, brother with the same father, the first four of us. They wanted to meet him, to see him and all that shit.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Well, but I'm just gonna say my experience on that crap. I love family. So if y'all see this, I love y'all. But please don't do all that extra stuff like y'all really care that y'all met me and all that crap. When being honest, real family, if you hear somebody what they going through and the things that they having to handle, and then you sit there and, oh, you came in there, and then when I tell you about the things that's going on, then it get to the
okay. No, let's pause. That all is self-explanatory. They glad to see us, both of us. Only we just stopping by and ain't gonna possibly be no inconvenience or no trouble. So us just showing up and saying we was on the move and this and that, I ain't going into no real details. We doing YouTube, we content creators. I even took the time to tell these church-going, so-called God-fearing people, you ain't not sure who the God is they fear, but I know they scared enough. Why pretend to be ready to go meet their maker at a moment's notice? But I've seen a lot of people who's right knocking on the door for real, and when the time was real close, they start trying to hold on for dear life, even though life was pretty much over. And it was something better for them, even the ones who didn't act so nice a lot of times. I ain't always particularly nice. He pissed me off a little while ago, and I said, man, fuck you. What? How you gonna? Yeah, fuck you. I can't, fuck you. Because he needed to hear that. And I told him, listen, if you thought that you was above a good old fuck you from me, when I think you really deserve it, then I guess what? Surprise, you're not. I reserve not giving my mom the FU treatment, but I swear, I've come mighty fucking close. And I'm sure I've said when I got a little bit lower, when I got out the door and down the hallway, fuck you, mom, I love you, I'm gone. But she ain't here, bro, because I made sure. I got my limits on shit, man. But you know what? If shit gets high enough and a real man get tired of what he feel like a disrespect that a man like me, who's earned every little lump I've ever gotten and gotten over, to have to deal with that shit. Especially when can't nobody really just physically sit me down with their own two hands. Especially mothers and everybody else that they can't do it. And they really ain't gonna try it, so they try to talk me down, which you can't do either. But I'm at a point right now, even though I can talk my ass off, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time trying to argue with people and win debates. Not in real life now. On YouTube, when that's part of what we've been set to do, bring it on. I don't wear this cowboy hat for nothing. This is my spirit. A bang bang shoot 'em up guy. Whether it's with that hard iron or just these here. And I really rather need to use one of them any given time if I can help it. My main weapon is this right here. And it's always working. And usually for my protection and my benefit. and he is too. Even though he fight along the way. But I figure, I swear we're gonna get past that because we got to. I ain't gonna keep stressing about everything else and his shit too. But hey, it's cause for that. I've said several times to people as we meet and talk and expose ourselves a little bit. He got problems. He ain't got issues per se, but he kind of shattered and broken and crushed and cracked a little bit from his upbringing and not enough of what I'm giving. And now that I'm giving a crash course down there every day, it get heavy at the wire and he want to try to rebel and lash back. And I understand, but I had to get a little harder then because, like, man, come on. We in this together. Don't start losing it now, because if I ever lose my cool and make all the wrong moves, we fuck. Just like we went yesterday. It wasn't the wrong move. It's been in the 20, 27 and below since we got here the first night. It just got in the 50s or so today before it got cloudy and dark and started getting cool again. But I don't think it's going to get that low tonight, or maybe hopefully it'll warm up a little bit so we can get more shit done outside. But we had went to Walmart around here, bought $400 something all together between Walmart and Home Depot camping equipment. And we had everything we needed to make it through the cold night and several more if it happened. And then we figure out everything in between. I know how to do it, just an inconvenience, but we really ain't got that much to do otherwise, except do this until we get more income coming in. We got an option, so I ain't worried about that. But we bought all this shit. It took a while and stuffed it in the car with everything else, so we ain't had a chance to really clean it out yet and get it organized, but we working on that soon, right after this, into tomorrow, but we get that done. But anyway, so the place I was going to stay at, a nice spot in the backyard, pretty big backyard. You got to get through a fence and all that shit to get to it. Ain't no big deal. And then it's in the corner, hidden mostly by a big shed. So you had wind cover, and then you had a burn barrel. We had wood and all that shit. We were going to keep it warm. And then we had a heater to use inside. Shit to cook with and all that. We was straight. I'm like, fuck it. We never came to the bar to ask nobody to do shit, and we didn't. But my cousin, I'll say my cousin, but the one who been helping the most, being around and shit, just doing what he can. He said, y'all can come and camp in my backyard. He was excited about the shit too. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. He really to the point he do like he say, he wanted to help us with our living arrangements, but he even more fun than helping us with this.
Yeah, he wanted to help us with this. And cuz if you see this, you can come in and help us and give advice, but we ain't about to do all these fancy editing tricks and shit, cuz the main thing that we do is just like this in the car, sitting down and talking about the real shit, and eventually we'll branch out farther, but it'll still be the real shit. And we don't need no more than some decent editing and a few little sounds and shit like that. And just talk and work through all the bullshit. That's it. But we want to ride and go to place and talk about just like that family funeral plot. You know what I mean? I ain't know everybody in that motherfucker that I could look out off the porch in the woods. I ain't know everybody in that bitch was family. Somehow I never heard the shit when we was sitting on the porch and day and night talking, listening to our adults talk, and nobody never said, yeah, all my family in there. They might have said it, but it wasn't loud enough for me to hear it, so I missed it. Just found it out. I just reached it. He do know that, but I've been there. It's a certain part of Alabama that ain't here, and the part I've been there, we used to visit and spend time all the time. Wood stove, chickens in the yard, every now and again some goats, and I've seen some all that get slaughtered fresh and end up on the dinner plate that night. Yeah, no problem. I ate all that shit. Just glad I ain't got to do all this shit myself before I eat it, but I will. And if I get my way, I'll be a chance one day where I can do some of that. And then I have somebody to do it for me because, fuck it. I've been working plenty hard, so I give myself a break every chance I can. But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought and I do that, but it's all in the same thing, and we just, we just fucking talking for now with I Want a White podcast. Hey man, hey lady, ma'am, whoever you are, you might be there still. appreciate you, but just for stopping it out by and recognizing us. You know, it's been a journey to get them eyeballs, and we still working on it. But I know, I gotta believe when the shit really start to catch on and people spread the word and they just open their motherfucking mouth and listen. And if y'all really want to know something about the Most High and the ancestors, if they real, go and look at the videos. We spend the first 5-10 motherfuckers talking about how real they was, and the personal ass whooping they put on me, and he got to watch. And we still talk about it, and we still discuss it almost as though he think the shit was equal. Me going through it, and him going through it with me. Yeah, he was stressed, but I told him before, man, good thing it was me, and it wasn't you, because you think you got some shit on your mind now. Imagine just worrying about if all of a sudden we ain't doing enough of these videos and getting the word out and putting in the effort, money or not, and all of a sudden I can't talk no more again. This is one of my best weapons in protection before any shit really get started. What I'm gonna do without it? I'm not willing to take that chance. So, but my man here, we starting to get on track now. We get sidetracked. And at first we spent time with family and it wasn't a whole lot. It should have been fine. But before it's over, the fucking day, the night get late and we get tired and we say, I gotta go to bed and start tomorrow. Now we getting on track. We doing this, we could be just doing other things, but either way we working. And we want them to know. Y'all know I damn sure want y'all to know. Because I don't want to get on my knees again on a video, out of pure fucking fear. I'll do it. But let me tell y'all something straight up before we get out of here in a little bit. Let them go. Let them roll with it. I've been pretty much the same version of me, just changing along the way until I got to where I'm at now. And, as a kid, I didn't do a whole lot of cussing, hardly did any. And if I happen to let one slip out around my young cousin and shit while we was playing, and I look around quick to make sure ain't no adults hit me. I ain't want to deal with none of this shit. Boy, you better watch your mouth. But they might have came and watch and said you better watch it. They slapped me. That's just how it was, man. Children stay in their place until they became adults. And even then, when they're around certain older adults that they already respected, they don't have to cower down and act like children, but they know just how to give them their proper place, especially when they earned it. Too many of us young folks now trying to, we treating adults like they adults, like we all equal, and children can be involved and make decisions on every fucking conversation. Yeah, I guess even paying the bills and shit like that when they ain't got no money, what they want to eat at night. Shit, not in my household ever. If I had that setup, of course I wouldn't. I probably never get married overseas or here, especially because we know until shit change. And we can change, shit like Tulsa, Oklahoma, North Carolina, certain places, and probably a whole lot of that I don't know about yet. But I've heard many times it's much more than just that or them two. So I know it's probably hundreds more. They just like a lot of things. It's important enough for us to know and realize we've been duped. You ain't been pulled over here on slave ships, packed up like sardines, shackled together. On a sailboat, you took all the time the world to get here, and almost everybody below would have died. Hell, on every one of them boats that did go across, a lot of times, a lot of crew members died, and they had access to all the good shit. So imagine all the motherfuckers packed up side by side, laying on their back, mostly. I guess men, women, and children. I know the children have a fucking chance. And then the women will start to go first, and then the weaker men along with them, and then the strong men eventually get weak. And before you get to the shore and talking about whipping somebody onto a plantation to start picking cotton or any fucking thing else, they ain't gonna make it. They not gonna make it. Yeah. So how in the fuck did we populate this whole country of us copper-colored brown people, black, whatever you want to say, or even the niggas?
And y'all wonder why I ain't do good in history class. I'm so sorry. And, this is, matter of fact, it is a little bit of offense to everybody that was in history class. Especially the women, the copper-colored women I used to go to school with. They thought they were so smart because they got me in one little subject, and it was history. I wonder how y'all feel once y'all understand the truth that all what they were trying to tell us was a lie.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, now you good. That's a good point. You and your struggles in history or whatever. I bet you it wasn't because they knew so much history. If they could pass tests and answer more questions, you probably didn't learn shit because you was trying your hard to weed between the bullshit and still take the test and pass the class. I give you big pass for that. See me, they actually taught history like fucking every year. I mean, to some degree, probably in elementary school, but I'm sure they did, but they wasn't. Yeah, because we had to learn about Ponce de Leon and shit like that. How true all it is, the Santa Maria and the Nina and the Pinta. And some of y'all motherfuckers really went to school and paid attention to some of this shit, know what I'm talking about. You think a big country cowboy, dark motherfucker wearing a hat and shades in a hotel room wouldn't know none of this shit. I pay attention to all this shit. And so a lot of it's factual, but I'm sure there's a lot of shit that's been added or twisted out, thrown out, and even complexions been changed. Like Christopher Columbus probably look a lot like me. Yeah.
And all y'all
that he ain't discovered shit because we was already here. Now go ahead.
But a lot of y'all, with all y'all war heroes,
peace pipe,
silver.
I said I wasn't gonna do this. But go ahead, man.
Fuck Civil War heroes and stuff like that. Y'all need to go and really try to figure out what truly did, what they did, and what they was for.
Smoking.
Put this one out, and this is shout out to Dane Calloway because I learned this from him. Frederick Douglass. We got a lot of Frederick Douglasses out here, even in this century of this time. All these celebrities are a whole bunch of Frederick Douglasses. And I'm not going to go too deep into
this. Is that good or bad, though?
It's definitely okay. Let me go. I'll go.
Well, don't go deep.
I'm not gonna go too deep, but I'll get there.
Talking good or bad on most.
And I'm talking about horribly bad. I'm talking about going against and trading against your own kind type.
By the time your ass Frederick Douglass, I know you're dead, resting wherever the fuck you at. Go ahead, man.
Because a lot of people, y'all just go with what these people just tell y'all, and that's it. Y'all don't go and do no research for yourselves. This man, Frederick Douglass. Just so y'all can see what I'm saying, his job for the white man, it was to keep tabs on all of us, not some of us, not some of us, all of us that was in his city or town or whatever. He had to make tabs on what was our skills, what was our name, what were we doing throughout the day, all types of things, so that these people could come up with a plan to keep our minds set on doing whatever it may be, working, having jobs. All this stuff is not a coincidence on why y'all so occupied throughout y'all lives and don't get a time to think about what's going on in front of you. It's a reason for that. You ain't supposed to just be out there working like a dog all your hours of your life away and stuff like that. That's not how you live. Now, shouts out to everybody that do work hard and everything. I don't take that from you. But it's not all about that. And we lose sight in our children, which really matters because that's the future. And we see what this generation is. It's like y'all wanted to go from back in the day where y'all felt like it was too harsh, and I don't believe that bull crap, to now where y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just like he said, let the children go wild and free. It's a balance. You can whoop ass and feel for your children and make sure that they're okay at the same time. It's possible. It's okay to make sure that your child know not to try you, but then they can come to you with anything. It's a way to do it. But y'all don't take the time to go do that. Y'all just, go to school, come home, do this, do that. And then, half the time they still not in your face. And then at the other times you can go play your game or you don't watch them. And then that's a whole nother thing too. Stuff be happening to our children that we don't be knowing about because we don't take the time to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's not all the time about being a drill sergeant. It's not all the time about trying to be the best friend in the world all the time. It's a balance.
Yeah. And just for the record, it's one of my little things. He don't know, but he find out. I correct him and have him. So Army got drill sergeants. The Marine Corps, which I was in, didn't stay in long because I was too much man for the shit to hold me. And I wasn't going to be sunned every day with motherfuckers hiding behind they fucking rank. I didn't give a fuck if the shit shine or if it was just a fucking, the chevrons. Don't get me wrong. The more you had and more respect I give you. When you was a sergeant major and all that shit, whatever, I knew. You earn your shit, and you ain't gonna get nothing but respect from me, and I'm gonna fall in line. But all the motherfuckers who I had to work on and work with, the backstabbing dudes, a lot of them was CopperColored. Well, you know, they never accomplished anything. You know, you think you're gonna get a little rank and fucking and you know by fucking me over. And if we went on a dog, cause I told this man to plug the shit in, he about to plug it in, y'all. I swear to God, we've been down this range before. But anyway, I ain't gonna stay on that shit. In the Marine Corps, we got drill instructors. That's what it is, and it is different. Cause they on your ass all up until you graduate, and even then they might say a little snarky shit, like Sergeant, like drill Sergeant Ronald Huggins did to me.
Stay strong, my brother, from your white brother.
I still got all respect in the world for you as a DI. If you ever see this, Sergeant Ronald Huggins, you might be fucking a warrant officer, son. Now you could have did whatever you wanted. You was good. And if I would have been a DI, I'd have been a lot the way you were, probably even fucking tougher. Because look at me now, I made it all the way in real life. And ain't too many people telling me shit, you know. But hey, if you're around and you happen to see it about somebody, Marcus Griffin, 2018. Remember that? You know, couldn't swim, could shoot, could do every fucking thing except I hated running. And you gave me hell about it like y'all did, but I graduated and I still fought this shit up until I got out. That's one reason I got out. Y'all run too fucking much for no fucking reason. Fuck it. But yeah. So I'm sure I lost track again, and I don't think the light is turned up, so it's kind of dark. And so I'm gonna let them close it out because this was just a test run. And did anybody else come in?
Yeah, Red Patriot. He said, "Stay strong, my brother, from your white brother."
Oh, okay, cool, Red Patriot.
You, brother.
I might know you. I'm not sure. You know, you text me or something, tell me your real name, and then we'll know. But hey, you know, white brother, yeah, we can be that. So cool. You know, and we want to debate some shit. I'll talk about it. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Who knows? But we can do that. But you know, we ain't gonna stay on too much longer. This was just a test run. I said 30 minutes, probably about 45, close to an hour now. And
it's out.
Yeah, see, I can't read that shit. I got dark glasses on, the screen too dark. So we gonna get ready to close out, but he gonna say what he gonna say, and then I might finish with it, and then we're gonna say whatever, and we out.
Well, so the main thing, this is our first live.
Well, you know, no 5, 6 hour, 8 hour marathons. Unless you're really paying some money, then I consider it.
You know, as y'all see this video when I upload it, and then whoever is in the live, y'all keep coming back, and we're gonna keep on talking about these certain subjects. And we're gonna basically, like I say, we're gonna have a subject, but we're gonna talk about what's real and what everybody don't want to talk about. Everybody that want to hide and, you know, hide behind the screen. And that's the crazy part. Everybody too much in their phone and want to live through these skits and not handle your own personal problem. Y'all can't hide behind the phone. Well, you can, but then eventually you gonna get off the phone and look around, and you're gonna see the whole world and change in front of you, and then all your CopperColored people gonna be over there living life like we supposed to, and you're gonna still be over here just realizing the bullshit that you're in. So I advise you to please listen, be aware, live right, be genuine, and try to your best to be pure out of love, and just work on yourself. That's the only way we're going to be able to get anywhere, if we start looking in that mirror and start taking those steps to be better. And that's on all aspects, mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. So I'm going to let him say what he got to say, and then we're going to say our thing, and we're going to close it out.
See, this is the problem I had. I probably could have covered all that shit if he would pause and let me go for a minute, but now I got to pick out something. And he said a lot of good shit, but as usual, I got lost in the sauce because I be waiting for him to talk so I can go on Sunday. So,
he said East Hill Boys.
East Hill Boys. Okay, that could be in it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you ain't gonna tell me your name, but I know the area. So, and y'all only had X amount of Caucasian, you know. If you live anywhere where there's a McDonald's and there's two houses that you went between, I don't think.
Just sent the
guy, is that Kevin?
Kevin.
Oh, you gonna put your name up? What's up, Mister? Hey man, listen, we still want to talk, but we on the run. Pensacola is too hot for me, and I'm in Birmingham. I'm in Montgomery, and I got family, and they ain't even gave us a fucking styrofoam plate full of shit with some room for us. Say, heat that up, and eat it in your hotel room later. But we ain't gotta look at you. It's all right, and you know we gonna be fine because we a survivor. And hey man, just hang tight. I get a chance, we can actually have a face-to-face talk. It's been too fucking long, you know. But you know, anytime you want to come on back, and this ain't, you know me, and I know you. This ain't no black and white thing per se. But like I said, and I ain't lying, you never heard me talk about this before. You know, we talked about certain things, but I'm talking about a different. I'm representing what I know is a God. I ain't know it's the God of everybody or whatever. I don't know. But I know he's the one that put his hands on me, and for the first time made me get down on my knees and say a lot of shit that I didn't give a second thought about saying. And you can go and check that video out now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. He very much underplaying what he's saying. Yeah, like you say, go watch that video. You'll understand. But yeah.
So you know, we ain't gonna hold y'all up. I know you got shit to do. You know, we got shit to do too. I'm cooking in a fucking pot on a hot plate, but that shit gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. He made some food last night just with the microwave, and I gotta give him his props. That was good.
And he ate all the chicken with the damn skin on it.
Yeah.
And left me the scraps. Yeah, and that was okay this time. I'm gonna have some skin tonight though, damn it. Fuck that. Read it. But hey, we gonna get ready to head out because we can talk about a lot of shit, but you know, we appreciate everybody who stopped in for any time and said anything, especially you, Kevin. You know, we got along a lot of catching up doing. I know I'm a little different, man. I can talk like a motherfucker and I'm just getting started. But hey, there's a story to that. You know, they gave me this gift to come in this internet and kind of disrupt the bullshit and try to make a difference so it can come out and people can start acting better. You know, and it's deep, and I ain't gonna let it get started because that'll be another hour, and then all y'all be gone, and then we back talking no fucking about it. And my ego can't take it. We good. I mean, you got people talking shit like shit. That's what I'm talking about. I told them we gotta start doing it. Thank y'all. Don't hesitate to spread the word. Just when the people find the time videos, well, just check it out. Just listen a little bit. You'll be intrigued. I got plenty of shit to say. Kevin, me and you done talked about a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, I can talk about it freely and more deeply because I got all the experience and travels and everything. You know, and I got extra new energy to keep going. And my nephew, bro, you ain't careful. He'll put a lot of energy, but he'll fucking lose you. Then I got to get lost and come back and try to hit some of the shit, which I'm having a hard time with this shit tonight because we weren't even planning it. And I'm, you know, it's getting to the point. So
yeah, so. Kevin, you make sure you come back. Everybody, y'all come back. We're gonna have more. I'm gonna post this live up there. This is our first live. That's probably gonna be the title. First cop or the CopperColored first live, whatever. It's gonna be something.
CopperColored lifestyle, first of all.
Yeah.
Now I struggled with this shit, and I came up.
I was coming up with a title. I know our name, CopperColored lifestyle. I was saying the name for the title of this this first live for the video. But like I say.
Peace pipe, but I'm gonna wait till we get off. So go ahead.
But like I say, y'all keep coming in and supporting, and you know, like I say, y'all not just supporting us, and I do appreciate y'all coming to support us, but you supporting the Most High, the ancestors, and all of our people, and we just need to be better, man. We gotta be better. We gotta be better.
Yeah.
And once again, I love all y'all. I appreciate you, and Boo Boo, I love Daddy, love you. I love you a lot, and I'll be there soon to come get you, and we're gonna have a blast. And I promise you.
That's his nickname. That's his nickname. I say that's fine, but somewhere along the way you want to call her name. You know.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We that's cool because you don't want to get to the point where she answering that shit and everybody calling when she get past a certain age. She'll tell them anyway. She got to sense start doing that shit. Let's avoid that. So,
but my daughter, I love you. That's my princess. And like I say, we're going to keep doing this thing for the Most High, for our people, for ourselves.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. And having real fun. You know, I'm just waiting for more money to come on in. But we got enough for now. He more nervous than I am. But I know how to come back and get it the old-fashioned way for a minute. If I really got to. You know, I hate doing the shit now. But I hate being broke, too. So, whatever.
Yeah, so
that's me.
So yeah, man, this is been a beautiful journey, a crazy and beautiful journey, but we still going. This is just the beginning, and y'all keep rolling with us, and we're gonna keep rolling with y'all. So once again, y'all already know this is my uncle Marcus Griffin, and this is his nephew Christian Griffin, and this is
CopperColored Lifestyle. Now, have a nice day. Bang bang. We out. Cut it so we can eat.